everybody. This is Coach Callaway, and this is your Midweek Fuel podcast from CoachCallaway.com. We're here in the Coach Callaway offices and studio, and let me start by expressing my gratitude. I always want to start that way. Gratitude is the way you should start your day, and it's the way we always start this podcast. So I want to thank all of the great 1% Club members. We are truly building something really special, and we know several things here at CoachCallaway.com. We are all created with greatness. We're all created for a purpose. You have tremendous ability and the capability to achieve great things in your life. And most importantly, 1% Club members understand that investing in themselves is the best investment that you can make. That self-improvement is the separator that leads to accomplishment of your goals and dreams. It is truly humbling and amazing the lives we are changing together. So we are committed to offering unmatched elite performance coaching and mentorship from the corporate boardroom to professional athletic fields to living rooms all across this country. And the big time game changer, and I mean big time game changer, that we all are participating in is our direct affiliate referral program, which is seriously the opportunity of a lifetime, offering massive revenue sharing opportunities right here with CoachCallaway.com that can literally put millions of dollars in your bank account. We firmly believe that it is the next Amazon or Netflix industry changing money-making opportunity of your lifetime. It's really good stuff. But for today, your midweek fuel injection is a powerful, powerful message for you today. It's titled, How Did I Do It? Every day I go through my day talking with people all over the country, and a common question I get is, how did I do it? How did you do it, Coach Callaway? How did you build the life that you have? And my answer typically is, you really don't want to know, do you? And of course they always say, yeah, I want to know, but the truth is they really don't. Why do I say that they really don't want to know? It's because once they hear how I did it, they immediately start thinking of all their freaking excuses of why they can't simply do it as well. They tell themselves that's not possible for them because of whatever excuse they want to give themselves. Most people are going to wake up tomorrow and do the same old thing every day over and over and over again. They are not willing to make the changes. They are not willing to do something different. They are not willing to be different than everyone else that they know. Here's the greatest excuse line that I hear often that a lot of people always say. Well, let me think about that. Think about what? You asked me how I did it. I am telling you how I did it, how other people did it, how you can do it. What is there to think about? You're not going to think about it anyway. You're not really going to think about anything. You're just going to keep doing the same old thing that you already do. I know I'm being really blunt with you in today's message, but oh well, it's the truth. But don't be mad at me when you're 75, 85, 90 years old and you're laying there in the bed knowing that the end of your life is near, and you start thinking to yourself, man, I should have done something different. Man, I could have accomplished so much more. Man, I didn't reach my full potential. I had more to give. You have to admit to yourself at that point that there was a big void in your life, that you waited too long and now it's too late. You know you did not maximize your life. You know you did not reach your full potential. You know you did not achieve everything that you were capable of achieving. You did not achieve the success you were capable of. You did not have the relationships you were capable of. You did not have the love in your life that you were capable of experiencing. You did not have all those experiences that you are actually 100% capable of experiencing. You know it, and it's tough. There's a ton of regret in that moment. There's going to be a really bad feeling. It's so true. Most people will end up having a massive amount of regret. Trust me, people talk to me all the time, and I know, and it's perfectly okay with me to, say what I'm saying to you today because it's just the truth, and I hope that it gets your attention. I hope that it changes your thinking. I hope that it encourages you today. And I know people talk about me all the time. They're always talking about me, and that's fine. Just keep on talking, because for me, I'm going to maximize my life. I'm going to get everything I can out of my life, out of my marriage, out of my relationships. I'm going to love to the max. I'm going to succeed to the max. I'm going to build wealth and prosperity to the max. I'm going to walk in my blessings. I'm going to be a blessing to others in my life to the max. I'm going to have every experience I want to have in my life to the max. But it all takes real commitment. And here's the hard thing, it requires change. It requires doing things differently than what you've done in the past. And it certainly is difficult to get outside your comfort zone and to be different than almost everyone else. Warren Buffett said, you have to isolate yourself from the thinking of everyone else. I want you to think about that line. And Warren Buffett is worth $140-something billion. Probably somebody we should listen to. And he said again, quote, you have to isolate yourself from the thinking of everyone else. Let me highlight it this way. Let me point out the average income of 3 different groups of people. First group, the average U.S. median income in this country in 2024, right now as I film this, is $59,600 a year. 59.6. Let's just round it up. Call it 60 grand a year is the average U.S. median income. The second group of people is the average middle class income who have a college degree. If you have a 4-year bachelor's degree and you're in the middle class, your average income is $103,000 according to statistics. The third group is the top 1%. Their average income, the average income of the top 1% is $817,000 a year. The main reason for this is the knowledge gap and the willingness to consistently seek self-improvement coaching and then taking action. Take action by doing things most people aren't willing to do. You have to break away from the pack. The knowledge gap has a significant impact on your life, especially where your earning potential is concerned. The difference between the $60,000 and the $103,000 college educated person is they've closed that knowledge gap. They've taken some action that the other group didn't take. But the difference between the average middle class income of $103,000 and the $817,000 of that top 1% is consistently increasing your knowledge, your wisdom, seeking coaching, seeking self-improvement. Then that top 1% is willing to take action with that knowledge, willing to take action with what they've learned. But they are learning at a greater pace. They've never stopped learning. It's a daily thing in their life. So you can go from 60 grand a year to $100 and something thousand a year with that college degree, but man, you can take it from 100 to 817 if you constantly, consistently, daily seek coaching, seek self-improvement, self-development, seek empowering and embettering yourself every day. Another quote from Warren Buffett is, the more you learn, the more you earn. That's just a fact. But then you have to be willing to take action. A lot of people have the knowledge, they get the wisdom, they have the information that is needed, but they are not taking the action. They procrastinate and they delay and they seek other people's opinions and let other people talk them out of their success. The top 1% is willing to do what the other 99% aren't willing to do. Let me say that again. The top 1% is willing to do what the other 99% aren't willing to do. It's easy to be in the 99%. That's everybody. It's hard to be different and be in just that little thin margin of that top 1%, but that's how I did it. I learned what the top 1% did, and then I just copied them. I just did it. I was willing to go against the 99% and break away from the pack, break away from the average middle class mindset and thinking, break away from the average middle class way of doing things. I isolated myself from the thinking of everyone else. I was willing to stay focused and committed and locked in and disciplined on what I needed to do. I was willing to be different. I was willing to take, people talking about me and use it as fuel. I was willing to take people telling me I would never amount to anything and use it as fuel. I was willing to take the ridicule from normal average people that I was doing something different. I was willing to fail and take risk. I was willing to just get out there and give it a shot. You know the old cliche, and I hate these little cliches, but you can't get a base hit, you can't hit a home run if you don't get in the batter's box and take a swing. And so many people are terrified of getting in the batter's box of life and taking a swing and taking risk and taking action, and they never achieve their full potential in life. But you've got to be willing to do that. So don't ask me how I did it unless you're ready to make the necessary changes to your mindset, to your thinking, to your actions, your behaviors, your habits. Don't ask me how I did it unless you're willing to take action and get after it. You must stop making excuses. Stop being worried about everyone else. Stop worrying about what others think, what others will say. Stop letting other people's opinions and other people's lives stop you from living your own life, pursuing your passion, pursuing your goals. It makes no sense to me that most people seek opinions and advice on how to achieve something, and they're seeking this advice from people who've never achieved it themselves. They put value in other people's opinions who don't have what you want in life. That just makes no sense to me. Here at CoachCallaway.com, I want to tell you, and I want to make a personal commitment to you. We are offering a coaching, an elite performance coaching platform for you. We offer it at a very inexpensive cost. Our platinum membership is only $39 a month, and it will give you access to so much powerful and tremendous, valuable information that will tell you exactly how I built the life that I have, how I achieved the success I have, the stability, the freedom, the love, the happiness that I have. Our 1% Club members have access to exactly how the most successful, ultra successful, happiest, prosperous, wealthiest people in the world are getting things done. Yet most people have an excuse. They don't want to think about it. They don't want to, do what it takes. And oh, by the way, that think about it, that is the number one excuse that I hear from people. They say, yeah, let me think about it, Coach Callaway. I'll think about that. It's the biggest lie they tell themselves. They say, let me think about it, and then they don't really think about it. Or they say this, well, I'll do it when I can afford it. I can't afford the $39 a month right now. Really, you can't afford self-improvement, improving yourself, getting the behaviors, the habits, the principles that's going to propel you to happiness, enjoyment, living your best life, and really generational wealth in your family. You can't afford the $39 a month, really? You blow much more than $39 a month on a bunch of mess every month that does no good for you, that brings no value in your life. You give it to Starbucks, you give it to the liquor store, you buy the beer, the alcohol, you buy a bunch of crap, you go to this sporting event or that thing. Trust me, you blow $39 a month easily every month. You know you do, yet you want to say that you can't afford to improve your life, improve yourself. You can just go ahead and keep making that excuse, but don't blame anyone else but yourself when you remain average or when you never reach your full potential. But for the few that I have gotten your attention, for the few that are going, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with myself. Coach Callaway's right. For that 1%, maybe it's just 1% of you listening, who are ready to make the change, who are ready to have the access to the best elite performance coaching and mentoring platform out there, extremely valuable content that will empower and equip you to change your life forever, then you need to be a part of the CoachCallaway.com 1% Club right now. And then here's the real game changer. After you become a platinum member and you have access to all this valuable content that I'm telling you is life-changing, you need to figure out and get involved in our direct affiliate program. It's included in your membership. It's included in the $39 a month. Our direct affiliate referral program will allow you to begin to maximize your income and build significant wealth in your life. And it's all inside, included in that 1% Club. So I know I've challenged many of you today. The challenge is on. What will you do? What will you be saying to yourself down the road when life is coming to an end? Will there be regret or reward? Will there be generational wealth that you're going to pass on to your loved ones and your family? Or are you going to leave not reaching your full potential, having regret in your life, knowing you are capable of so much more? That day is coming for all of us sooner or later. The question is, On that day, what we'll be thinking, what we'll be saying to ourselves, what will be rolling through our minds. I can tell you, for me, I'm going to be saying, man, I got everything I could out of my life. I got everything I could out of my potential. I pursued my purpose. I pursued life in enjoying it and having happiness and love and relationships and wealth and prosperity in every aspect of my life. I maximized my life. I hope that's you as well. Join us in this mission at CoachCallaway.com. Become a 1% Club member. Get into that direct affiliate program. Change your life. I assure you, it will change your life. So inspire to be better. Make plays, not excuses, and go be elite. Till next time, God bless.